Math isn't about finding answers anymore. It's about making decisions with numbers, and that means judgment. But if AI can compute everything, solve everything, and explain everything, where's the judgment in that? Here's the reality. AI is the new calculator, only smarter, faster, and way more persuasive. But calculators never replace the need to think, and neither will AI. Today's episode is all about this. How do we teach students to use AI to build their mathematical judgment rather than replacing it? Let's get into it. Teach students the difference between accuracy and judgment. AI can tell you what 24 times 56 is, but it can't tell you if using multiplication was the right move. It can't tell you if the data is relevant. It can't tell you if the answer makes sense in context. So start your math class here. Today isn't about getting the answer, it's about judging the options. When kids understand that math is about thinking through, not just typing in, they're more likely to use AI strategically. Step 2, use estimation as a non-negotiable. Require students to estimate before using AI. You can ask them roughly, what do you expect the answer to be? What range feels reasonable here? If you get something way off from the AI, how will you know? These types of questions force number sense to the front of the process where it belongs. Step 3, build assignments around strategic choice. Don't ask, just solve this problem. Ask students, what's the best method to solve this and why? Would a graph help here, or is symbolic manipulation more efficient? You can use AI to propose two methods, then justify your choice. This moves AI from the role of answer engine to thought partner. Step 4, use real-world problems with incomplete information. Let's say students are comparing car insurance plans. There's missing data, conflicting options, variables they have to account for. Have them prompt AI with, what other factors should I consider when choosing a plan? What assumptions is this AI response making? How would changing my age or driving history impact this? They're not just using math, they're learning to question how it's used. Step 5, practice error detection with AI. Ask students to use AI to solve this word problem, then audit it. Did it make any assumptions? Did it interpret the problem correctly? AI often makes mistakes, especially in complex layered tasks. Use these moments to teach critical reading of solutions, logical analysis, and mathematical skepticism. Because great mathematicians don't just solve, they question. Step 6, introduce judgment journals. Each week, ask students to reflect, where did I rely on AI? Where did I override AI? When did I disagree and why? What did AI miss that I noticed? You're building metacognition and with it, confidence. Step 7, incorporate ranking and decision making. Create tasks like, here are 3 AI-generated strategies. Rank them by efficiency and explain your reasoning. AI gives 2 different answers. What's your verdict? And how do you defend it? Write a letter to your future self, explaining when not to trust AI in math. Now you're developing evaluators and not just solvers. Step 8, make judgment part of the rubric. Always have a sample rubric with criteria. 30% can be used for the strategic use of tools, including AI. 30% can be for clarity of reasoning. 20% can go towards reflection on AI interactions, and 20% towards the ability to spot flaws or limitations. This reinforces that how you think matters as much as what you solve. Step 9, teach students to challenge AI and not just follow it. Prompt them to ask, what assumptions did this response make? What data is it missing? How would a different person approach this? These are critical, transferable habits, not just for math, but for life. The future of math education isn't about memorizing procedures. It's about making smart, ethical, contextual decisions in a world of infinite information. AI is a part of that world, but judgment is what will distinguish the thinkers from the followers. And our job as educators? To design assignments, prompts, and discussions that force thinking, even when the answers are easy to get. Because mathematical judgment isn't built in silence. It's built in dialogue with the content, with the context, and yes, with AI. Let's make our students thinkers. Let's teach them to question, reflect, and decide. Let's take math beyond the calculator where their thinking truly counts.